it's time for more Fortnite myth chasing. 69 of them in fact for season 3. We have a lot of myths and dumb science to get through, so let's go. Is it possible to use a pickaxe to deflect a saw blade? It comes down to timing, but yeah, it's completely possible. But it does look like you have to take 60 damage in the process. But how much of a badass do you look? What about Darth Vader's lightsaber? You know he can block bullets, but what about a saw blade? And holy shizzle, he can. Another myth confirmed. It doesn't even bother him. Will this be the same if we take his saber? Can we deflect those saw blades? Yeah, it's true, we can with ease. So let's take this to the next level. Can we deliberately deflect the saw blades into the direction of another player? Check this out. We can, and it's epic. So we know the lightsaber and our own pickaxes can deflect a blade, but what about a harpoon gun? Nope, next. Okay, what about a fishing rod? No, sadly not. How about a shockwave? That'll work, won't it? No, it doesn't work. And neither does shooting it, so don't even try that. Moral of the story, avoid the saw blades unless you have a lightsaber to hand. Wait, there is one more. What happens when two saw blades collide? So let's do this. They break into pieces. Very satisfying. Let's get Midas in on this video. The King of Gold has always had the ability to change weapons into solid gold, so let's try it with the new items. First, the Ripsaw launcher. Yeah, it works, and even the blade itself changes colour. Next, it's the turn of the Grapple glove, and once again, it works perfectly. And now the big one. Can we change Star Wars lore and make a golden hilt for Darth Vader's blade? Take a look at that. It's golden. Midas can indeed change the lightsaber into pure gold. Probably the most epic thing you'll see today.
I love gold!
Hey, Midas's cat friend is now on the island. I wonder what happens if Midas speaks to Meowscles. Oh, he says, whoa, are we getting back online? To me, this means Midas's crew is coming back soon, but I'm likely wrong. So the grapple glove is here. Is it possible to grapple onto a shark? I don't know why you'd want to do this, but yep, myth confirmed. Can we grapple a bird in the air? This is confirmed, but the bird despawns pretty quickly, so it's a useless ability if I'm honest. And sometimes it will actually glitch, and the grapple will latch onto the airspace the bird was previously in, which is weird, but also cool. Speaking of weird, here's another one. I'm told if you remove the grapple glove from your inventory whilst you're using it on the very last charge, you will stay in the hanging animation. The item in your hand can be changed, but you are stuck here completely, even when everything is destroyed around you. Just sort of hanging there. This one must be a bust. It's possible to build whilst using the grapple glove. Okay, let's try it. Oh damn, it is! Fortnite 90s will never be the same again. Back to Mr. Vader. Is it possible to get Anakin in the slipstreams around the rave cave? Let's do it. So I totally messed up my shockwave throw, but luckily the harpoon strap works well too. And there he goes, zooming through the air, completely loving life. In fact, this leads to another myth. What glider does Darth Vader have? Check it out, it's the Imperial Shuttle. I've been trying this myth on every character since chapter 1, and this is the first time it hasn't been the default glider. But what about the Stormtroopers? We grabbed a rift to go and tested it out. And yep, they have defaults, rip. I've also tried this on many NPCs this season, but let's try another one from the latest update, Thick Boy Kyle. And I can confirm, the same default glider is here. Hopefully in future more NPCs will get personalized gliders, but for now, Darth Vader is the one and only. Vader has the power of telekinesis. He can move things with the Force. He yeets us around with ease. But will he do it if we're sat in a vehicle? Check it out, hell yeah, he loves it. Here's a pretty complex myth. Can Vader levitate a vehicle he's currently stood on? Okay, I tried this for an hour and failed miserably, but luckily someone has already done it. Royal Mishmash recorded Vader yeeting a car he was stood on top of. Very epic. Can Darth Vader swim? This one was easier than I thought, as one game he just jumped straight in the water. And look, he frolicked around, he's quite happy there. Myth confirmed, Vader can swim. Much better than the Cube Queen. This one is quite interesting. Vader becomes enraged if he touches sand. So much lore here to unpack. So we jumped in and shockwaved the big man over there. And, well, nah, he isn't bothered one iota about the sand.
I don't like sand.
Okay, a big one now. Can we save Vader's saber in our own tents? There's not a chance, right? Well, yeah, it's possible, totally is, which means it's also possible to have a team of 4 all with Vader's saber. Check this. How awesome does that look? So Vader's lightsaber has the ability to be thrown. Can we block it with another lightsaber? Yes, we can, and it looks completely epic. We had a 4-player saber scrap in the final circle. 'Twas a battle of the ages. In fact, I think we need 100 players with 100 lightsabers in their tents for a massive brawl. Anybody up for it? Discord fam? More myths and a dumb world record now. Can you juggle a shark with a saw blade? This took time to get right, but it's definitely possible. 5 is my current record, and I challenge you to beat me. How many keepy-uppies can you do with a shark on a single saw blade? Is it possible to gain saw blade ammo by using the repair tool? I'll try it, I guess. Nope, you'll just start a fire. And just in case you're wondering, you cannot gain ammo from using the petrol pumps either. You just look a bit insane. Let's check how many of each material type a single saw blade can cut through. For wood, it's exactly 8 walls. For brick, it's 5.5 walls. And for metal, it's 4 exactly. And if you're wondering, an armored wall will take the whole brunt of a saw blade, but there'll be enough juice left over to roll into the next tile. Useful info for somebody out there. I think most people know this one, but just in case, after taking the fruit from your sapling, it's possible to regrow it instantly by using a shield keg or chug splashes. But would this work on a mythic fruit? When the time came and my fruit was ready, I went over there, and after collecting my mythic, I threw down a shield keg. By that time though, the tree had already withered away, so I found a friend with a mythic, and this time I threw down the keg before he took the mythic berry. Sadly, same result though. Only a single mythic is possible. Back to Anakin we go one last time. Does Darth Vader spot players hiding in bushes? Well, see for yourself. He doesn't, myth confirmed, but the moment you make contact with him or shoot from distance, he'll know exactly where you are and come running. He takes no prisoners. A burning question I had about Darth Vader is if he can identify us when we are disguised as props. I was a barrel and my friend was a box, so we ran over there excited, and yeah, instantly they know who you are, and they didn't fall for it at all. The Empire is onto your tricks. Totally random myth now. Can sharks use launch pads? Well, they could in Chapter 2, and yes, they can still use them in Chapter 3. What happens when a saw blade goes into the slipstreams? It turns out that the saw blade is light enough to stay in the airstream until it is destroyed, and we also checked if we could get an elimination. You can! Myth confirmed! Myth: Mystique's shapeshifting emote no longer works against NPCs in Fortnite. No way, this can't be true. Let's test it out. Oh no, it is true. I'm kidding. In fact, don't worry at all. It only works in real games now. It no longer works in battle labs for some reason. So jump into any public match and you can become any of the NPCs, including unreleased skins like Thick Boy Kyle and the Trespasser chilling with Bill and Ted. By the way, here's Team Thick sharing a moment. It's not a myth. I just think it's something we all need to see. And finally, 2 big myths to end. Who wins a fight between the Foundation and Vader? This one was surprisingly easy to set up, as Darth could land very close to Dwayne. From there, we used a few shockwaves and fishing rods, and the battle began. Long story short, the Foundation's damage output was too high for Vader's low damage abilities, and although Anakin was on the front foot, that huge testicle ability the Foundation throws was the game changer. Officially, the Foundation absolutely wiped the floor with Vader. I wonder if that will ever be in Star Wars canon. Okay, to end now, did you know that a saw blade can do this to a vehicle? Weird, isn't it? By smashing the windscreen and throwing a blade inside, the impact causes the vehicle to slowly raise off the ground. So it got us thinking. What happens if we do this in battle labs when the vehicle doesn't take any damage at all? How high could we get? Our record is 182 meters high, only using saw blades. I now challenge you to beat that pointless world record. So that's our list of myths. Did we miss anything? Please let me know in the comments if you have any dumb science you'd like us to test. Here's a bunch of legends from my Discord who used my code this week. Thank you very much if you did, and I'll see you again next time.